I'm about half a mile from the runway here. It's in this direction through the trees here, and look down here. Debris twisted and torn apart, fuselage from the Tupolev 154. And up here, across the road, take a look, is the direction the plane was coming in. Over this way, coming in across this road here. And this is where it begins to hit the tops of the trees again. And if you look down this bank here, you begin to see all these bits of broken wood from the trees where the plane is beginning to hit as it's coming down. Here's another bit of torn fuselage on the ground, and already some flowers being laid here. And if you look over here, larger bits of aircraft lying around in the field, and already people, reporters picking through it. You can see through the trees here, police as well trying to secure the site, and the large tail fin of the aircraft. But again, just follow me up here and you can begin to see just the scale and the force with which the plane hit the trees. And of course, not only the Polish president on board this aircraft, but some of Poland's most influential figures were on board the plane. The First Lady, Maria Kaczynski, was traveling with her husband. The head of the Polish Army Chief of Staff was on board, as was the head of the National Security Office. The Deputy Foreign Minister and the Deputy Parliament Speaker died in the crash as well, along with the President of Poland's First National Bank. Also on board were lawmakers, presidential aides, and several historians. But this is the size of some of the debris here, and this seems to be apart from a wing. You can see that the force of the crash has just broken it away, sheared away from these large mounts. And you can see as well the tree here, just large boughs of tree ripped apart. And looking up at the top, you can really see how the plane cut into them. And what the investigators are going to focus on are the black box recorders. They say they're still looking at the possibility of human error, the possibility of bad weather. Of course, it's clear visibility now, but when the crash happened 24 hours ago, it was thick fog. And they're also saying there's the possibility that it could have been mechanical error. So they're not ruling out any of those things right now. The bodies have been removed from the site here, most of them already taken to Moscow for identification. Prime Minister Vladimir Putin has said the priority is to find out what happened in the accident, but he is going to give full support and help to any of the Polish families who want to come here, who lost loved ones on this crash. Visas will be expedited, but this is essentially the field of investigation right now. And as I look across it, I can see one or two soldiers, and I've seen one or two policemen securing the site, although obviously pieces like this aren't secured. But there doesn't seem to be a lot of forensic examination, at least in this area, going on, which really gives the indication they're looking at the black box. They're looking and re-examining what the air traffic controllers talked about, the warnings that they gave the aircraft, that it was too low, moving too wide. But clearly this point we're standing at here, where the plane came down, half a mile short of the runway that's down through the trees there. Nick Robertson, CNN, outside Smolensk Airfield, Russia.